Eimir Blackmore, thank you so much for taking the time to join me.
It's an absolute pleasure.
The highs and lows of being a horse racing mammy, can you talk to me about them?
Okay, so we had a really good day today. Rachel had a wonderful win on Honeysuckle, which is absolutely fantastic. It's an amazing achievement and she's really, really happy. And she went out in the next race and unfortunately she had a fall in the next race. Somebody fell in front of her, and that's the highs and lows of racing, you know?
Yeah, but until you get the official word that all is okay, it's very hard to relax.
Well, it is because, you know, it's your child after all, and you know, you're just hoping that everything will be good and you know, that she'll come away unscathed.
But you didn't get some sort of backhand information. The doctor actually came out to you and said all is good.
Yeah, well, you'd be surprised. You actually hear, you can kind of, when you're at the meeting, you can kind of see, you know, are the ambulances moving, and like there's no other career where people follow you in an ambulance after all.
That's
right?
true. That's true.
So you know, the medical team here, Jennifer Pugh, is fantastic. And the on-course doctor here was really, really good because she came up and she sought me out and found me and told me she was fine.
Which means a lot.
It absolutely does, because, you know, even though we could actually see the fall, you know, you just want to hear that she's okay.
I got to chat to Rachel yesterday, and one thing that she was so adamant about driving home is that, of course, there's going to be all of the hype around herself, around Honeysuckle, around, you know, the spectacle of it all.
Yeah.
But behind the scenes is so important to her as well, and acknowledging that is so important to her.
Absolutely. I mean, Henry de Bromhead and his team have done a fantastic job with Honeysuckle. But in yards all around Ireland, there are people who get up early in the morning, who feed these horses, who muck them out, who do all of that unglamorous work. And it's because of their work that Rachel has the days that she's having, you know. All of that has to be done. The horses have to be tended every day. It's every day of the year they have to be looked after. And so, you know, it's really, for people like that, it's a wonderful achievement. And oftentimes we don't really recognise the contribution that, we'll say, stable staff make. So I'd like to do that now today.
There can be a lot of media hype around the fact that Rachel is female and that it's, you know, women and Honeysuckle, even the fact that Honeysuckle is a mare. But Rachel doesn't really like to draw attention to that too much. In her eyes, it's just a job and she's doing it, and the fact that she's female is not a massive deal.
Let me see, Rachel is a jockey,
yeah.
Right? So trying to define her in a gender kind of diminishes what she's achieved. So she has, you know, has had a fantastic Cheltenham and Aintree last year, and she comes out on the first day of Cheltenham this year and has a big win, and that's fantastic. But it really shouldn't be looked at under the guise of gender.
No.
I mean, she's just a jockey and she's doing her job.
But she is a big inspiration to little girls watching, and she acknowledges that.
Well, somebody came up to me today and said that their son, who had no interest, is now following racing.
Well, there you go.
So, you know, I don't think it's gender specific, you know. We go with the gender neutral model,
Good, that's the way to go.
For young people to get involved and look after their animals and animal husbandry, it's really very important. So, yeah, that's what the message I'd like to give. And if it's done something to be inclusive of other people, that's fantastic. Young children is fantastic.